What's good? What's good? The weather has been a lot cooler the last few days, and I'm thankful for it because the week before it was warm and we were working outside, and I love that. But I like the break because next week I hope it gets warm again. We're back outside. We've got a lot going on in the next few weeks. I'm excited. Putting up walls, like building an addition to a house. It's gonna be fun. Putting a roof on the concrete slab we poured. Check out my shorts. I made a short showing the slab we poured. But anyways, okay. I had coffee yesterday with a friend. And it's funny, this is actually only the second time I think I've ever interacted with this person in real life. We met via Facebook massage group years ago. Right before like the fake plague took off, and we stayed friends because she was awake and aware of what was going on. And at that time there were so few of us, especially in that industry. It was so ironic. We were healers in a healing industry surrounded by like really unhealthy people, physically, mentally, and spiritually. And so in one sense, I'm glad that they kicked me out of the group, the Facebook group. Yeah, they kicked me out of a Washington State massage therapist Facebook group because I posted, hey, I'm looking for someone to exchange with. I'm really good at deep tissue work. By the way, I'm not vaccinated. I hope, just so everyone's aware. And they just kicked me out of the group. And so this person is also a massage therapist, and we met yesterday for coffee because she lives in the area that in an area that I sometimes do deliveries in. And, she's been going through her own life and her own journey. Even though we've stayed in touch via distance, it was just so nice to have a real human interaction with someone. And we ended up spending 6 hours drinking coffee, just talking about everything. It was really, really nice. And we disagreed on things. She's very Christian. And although I like Jesus, I don't like the church. And so we talked a little bit about that. And, she was just being nice, trying to give me ideas for how I can improve my living situation. And it was nice. But there was a point where we were walking through a grocery store to use their restroom, and I saw a little baby in a cart. Little baby, probably 6 months to a year old, just kind of looking around at everything, having that in awe and wonder look that they do. They're taking so much information in. And this is the first time that I really acknowledged that even very young children are judging, or analyzing might be a better word, but judging, analyzing, more or less the same word. Because I looked at it, made eye contact with it, it made eye contact with me, and it gave me this facial expression, this initial facial expression of do I want to like you? Do you look friendly? It was interesting to see that level of analysis coming from something that can barely hold its head up. But I mean, children do have brains. Babies do have brains.
I know, that's why.
And so I waved and I smiled and I was making little faces. And eventually the baby smiled and started interacting with me. My friend turns around and is like, what are you doing? And then sees the baby and I going back and forth. And then the mom of the baby notices that the baby has their attention on something. And the mom says, oh, are you saying hi to someone? And I love it when parents in public with little babies are not shy and are not, I don't want overly protective might be what came to my mind, but when they acknowledge that other people see the beauty of little babies, the purest, most innocent most helpless creatures that we have to care for, our babies. And there's just something so beautiful about that. And I love it when parents let me just, wave to their babies. And after, that happened, my friend and I continued walking, and I told her, it's society jokes a lot about women getting baby crazy when they hit a certain age, but that happens to men too. Because I get baby crazy. I see a little baby and I can feel it in my body and in my mind. It says, you need one of those. You need a few of those. And I do. I know a lot of my videos, I project a stressed and angry and sad and melancholy person, and I am, but we're going through a lot on this planet right now. And I'm just authentically trying to share my journey and my struggles. And for all the talk about, men need safe spaces too, and men can talk about their feelings too, and that's all fake and hollow. As a man who has struggled and who has asked for help and who has sought these opportunities, I can tell you they don't really exist. And women think because they're generally nurturing and compassionate and loving and kind and whatnot, because they're generally more inclined to that, they think that that's what men would benefit from when they're struggling. They sort of project that onto men, and women, without trying really hard, cannot understand what men go through. And the same can be said about men. Without trying really hard and really listening, men cannot understand what women go through. And part of this conversation I had with the friend, it felt so nice because she's a woman, I'm a man. We just listened to each other. We both said we felt seen and heard, which is the best feelings in the world. When you feel seen and heard, you feel loved. When you don't feel seen and you don't feel heard, you feel hurt. And I think just for a lot of reasons, the way our society has been programmed and the way we've been divided, people just are not seeing and hearing each other anymore. It's a lot of projection of worldviews, projection of emotions. It's hysterical. And I know that word has a lot of charged past, but men and women in our day and age, excuse me, I'm so sorry, iced coffee. We're both guilty of this. Some of my videos, you go watch them and you're like, man, he's kind of hysterical. And I acknowledge that. That's been part of my healing journey. I had these underlying issues to start with. So I had kind of anger issues, and I had sadness issues even before the fake plague. But what the fake plague did was bring them directly to the surface, to the point where I could not ignore them, where I could not hide from them, where I had to deal with them. And I'm thankful for that. I really am. I'm not out of the woods yet. I feel like I'm getting there. I'm getting close. But I needed to go through all of that, because when I do have kids, if I hadn't have addressed all of those issues, I will not be the father that I want to be. But I know that I'm on the path. I've made a lot of progress. And I'm thankful for all of it, even though it has sucked to go through. Oh man, the last 5-10 years of my life have been insane. I kind of can't believe it, but I'm making it through, and I'm so thankful, and I really hope to have my own children someday. And I'll just wrap up the video here, totally unrelated, but I thought it was hilarious. Oh, first, like, comment, share, subscribe. Check the description for links. You can buy merch, you can buy crypto that benefits both of us. Yeah, any support you can provide would help, because I really want kids, but I need help, and I admit that. So here's where I want to end it. I'm trying to be better about not being snarky on Instagram and on social media in general. And I've made a lot of progress, but I still have more to go. I ended up in some little Instagram interaction with someone, snarky comments back and forth. And I asked them, I said, because they had called me, what did they call me, a bum? And I took that a little personally because of my homeless situation. And I don't think they knew that I was homeless. So I don't think they knew that that particular pejorative would hit me as hard as it did, but it really hit me. So I asked them, I said, does it make you feel good to name call other people? And his response was pretty good. He was like, yep, Temu Jesus. And I was like, I can't even be mad at that one. Temu Jesus. Oh, I love it. If you're new to this channel, I have long hair under here. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Love. Just love your neighbor. I know. Excuse me. Much love.